That summer during the draft, I get a call from the White Sox. They offer me a nice contract, and I say no. Like, something in my gut was like, man, this isn't for you. Like, don't take it. It was a free agent deal. I was 20 years old, didn't have my degree yet. You know what I mean? I had seen my brother go through professional baseball in the minor leagues, and that stuff's a grind. Like, we know how it is.
But you get 5 batters, right? You get 5 batters. This is an opportunity where, like, you're like, all right, like, you know, you got it, you don't. You either got it, you don't. And that day I had it, and threw my best stuff, and I ended up getting an offer to come to Penn State. And I mean, played my junior season there and loved it, every second of it. You know, the culture here is unbelievable.
What do you got on D1 athletes or college athletes now being allowed to bet on professional sports? Pending, but it's probably going to happen. What's up, Nittany Nation? I'm here with Penn State Baseball in the Clubhouse. My name's Kevin Karstetter. I'm here with my co-host, Dimond Loosli. We're excited to launch a brand new podcast with you guys all season long. We're going to bring you episodes every week, courtesy of the Family Clothesline. Shout out to them for hosting us. We're super excited. We're going to give you all the insights on Penn State Baseball, everything that's going on, what's going on in the locker room, stuff that you wouldn't get otherwise. So we're excited to do it. We're going to get this thing rolling. We got a bunch of stuff packed in here, so let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Like Kev said, it's all about trying to get to know us and know a team. And yeah, no, like I said, you know, Kev, tell me a little bit about your journey coming to Penn State, you know, being a part of the baseball journey, a part of that culture, and adding on to what we got at Penn State.
Dimond, short for Demo, right? So,
yes, short for Demo.
You know, tell everybody where you're from. Like, give us the background, everything. You're not from the East Coast, right? You're a West Coast guy.
West Coast guy.
Cali boy.
Yes, sir.
Born and raised. So, just fill in the people, the Penn Staters. I don't think they're used to too many Cali kids. So, just tell us about your journey, your college journey, how you got here, where you went to high school. Fill us in.
Yeah, like Kev said, when I was Dimond Loosli, on the field, off the field, I kind of go by Demo. It's a nickname that I've had for a while now, but I'm from the West Coast, California, Northern California. You know, baseball career's been a little up and down. You know, I was a 2-sport athlete in high school. I was actually football, basketball, so I didn't play baseball until my senior year of high school. So that was probably the biggest mark of, I'd say, my baseball career in general, just understanding, like, you know, you gotta love the game, right? Obviously I played T-ball and did that whole journey here and there, but T-ball, you know, travel ball, throw up to 7th grade, and then, you know, actually had an opportunity to go to University of Hawaii for football. Took the offer, kind of just verbally committed at the time through my senior season of baseball season, and, you know, went out there to go get a bullpen in, and also visit the coaches and whatnot, and ended up throwing a bullpen at University of Hawaii. The coaches saw it, posted on my Twitter here and there. Didn't really think I'd get much out of it, and ended up getting a call. Hawaii coaches came out like 2 weeks later for that playoff game, and they offered me a walk-on scholarship. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's see what they got for me.
Yeah.
Decommitted for for football, committed for baseball, and started my college career at University of Hawaii. Ended up getting redshirted my freshman year, and that was an ego check a little bit. You know, got some humility in me and went junior college, right? And as you know, all young baseball players out there, you're gonna get, you know, a humility check or an ego check, and it's how you bounce back, right, Kev? Mm-hmm. Like, it's how you bounce back.
No doubt. And
you know, when I went to junior college, it was one of those, like, take a breath of fresh air, and was able to get put in some, you know, tough situations as a reliever, made the best of it, and the only reason why I actually got recruited to come to Penn State was the fall of my sophomore season. We got this, you know, sophomore showcase, a junior college showcase in California, mm-hmm. right? Pooch comes out and he sees me throw in the showcase, right? You get 5 batters, right? You get 5 batters. This is an opportunity where, like, you're like, all right, like, you know, you got it, you don't. You either got it, you don't. And that day I had it and threw my best stuff, and I ended up getting an offer to come to Penn State. And I mean, played my junior season there and loved it, every second of it. You know, the culture here is unbelievable. So,
no doubt.
I mean, rolling out on a Friday night here at the Med, it's pretty unbelievable. It's one of those things where, you know, as a kid you dream about it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, after hearing about me and where I've been through, and I mean, I've only heard, you know, great things about, you know, your past, and, you know, tell me a little bit about your journey. You know, you went JUCO, Kev went JUCO, actually a COVID kid. So tell me a little bit about like going up through COVID, trying to get to where you need to be, and then now you're here, right?
Yeah, so we're both JUCO bandits. We've been through that route, right? And it's definitely a grind, but it's always worth it in the end. My story is, I was definitely not a dual sport athlete like yourself, so my story is way different, but I graduated high school in 2020. I went to State College High School for my freshman, sophomore, and half of my junior year. Midway through my junior year, I transferred to an academy in Florida called IMG Academy. A lot of people are familiar with it. That was an unbelievable experience. We won a national championship down there. We were loaded with first and second round picks and dudes going on to play Power 4 baseball. So that was like my first taste of big time baseball, I would say, right? Scouts everywhere, all that good stuff. I had a great experience there. And then flash forward to my senior year of high school, I'm still at IMG. It's March and COVID hits, right? So I'm signed to a Division I university at the time. I had planned on going there, and they had about 2 or 3 6-year infielders coming back. So they were fifth years at the time, and they were deciding to come back for their 6th year because of the COVID rules. They got an extra year of eligibility.
Yeah.
So my dad and brother sat me down, and they're like, look, man, like, you're a good ball player. Like, you obviously have good talent. You have the skills, go D1 out of high school. But, like, I don't think it's best for your career right now. Like, it's not going to be good for your development to go there, and you're going to be 17 years old. You're probably not beating out a 24-year-old. Like, that's just the truth, right? That's the world we live in right now.
Yeah, but the eyes, right? The eyes, you're high school, you're like, oh, I want to go D1, right?
Exactly.
And you're around a bunch of D1 commits, about draft picks, all that. Right?
Yeah, for sure. So it was like I had to take a step back by going JUCO out of high school to take 2 steps forward, right? Totally. Maturity-wise, skill development-wise. I walked into my JUCO as a freshman, and I got humbled in the fall. I think I had like 40 at-bats. I probably went like 6 for 40. You know what I mean? It was tough.
Totally.
Like, the pitching was good, and people underestimate it, but I played at a Florida junior college where the talent is really good. And a lot of people down in that area know.
I mean, those warm weather schools, man. You just play all year long.
That's all you do.
That's all you do.
And the pitching is real. And so anyways, I grinded it out. Had a pretty solid freshman year. Had a really good sophomore year. Got me on the map. That summer after my sophomore year, this is where it started to get dicey. I was signed to another Division I school, right? Because I thought my JUCO eligibility and my time was up there.
Totally.
That summer during the draft, I get a call from the White Sox. They offer me a nice contract, and I say no. Yeah. Like, something in my gut was like, man, this isn't for you. Like, don't take it. It was a free agent deal. I was 20 years old, didn't have my degree yet. You know what I mean? I had seen my brother go through professional baseball in the minor leagues, and that stuff's a grind. Like, we know how it is.
Yeah, a lot of different moving parts. I mean, if you're going to decide to play pro ball at a young age, you better get ready for it.
You better get ready. And I personally just didn't feel like I was ready. Not that I was scared, but I was like, this could be signing my career away. You know what I mean? So, long story short, I decided to go back to junior college for a 3rd year. And that's when I had the best year of my life. Obviously on the field, but off the field and spiritually and all that stuff, and got a lot closer in my relationship with the Lord and all that good stuff. But that season was Florida JUCO Player of the Year, junior college All-American, like, broke a couple records at my school, and was very lucky to have the choice of where I wanted to go. So I finally felt ready to take on Division I baseball, make that jump. So I chose to go to Arizona State. I wanted to go out west. Like, that was always my dream school. It's weird growing up as a kid in State College, Pennsylvania. Like, that was my dream. You know what I mean?
But then going out west and seeing how they play, West Coast ball is different.
Yeah,
right?
like,
West Coast ball is a lot different.
You're a West Coast guy, and I never understood it. It's different. It's a lot more small ball, like UCLA, stuff like that. The kids are different than East Coast kids. So it was obviously adjustment, but it was an unbelievable experience. Like, you're playing at a school where Barry Bonds played and all that good stuff. So I loved it. Ended up getting hurt out there, had a concussion, missed a month of the season. Comes around May, and I get a call, and it's like, hey, I was a senior. Like, I was about to walk onto the field for senior day. I thought my career was over. And they're like, you got another year of eligibility, but you're going to have to go Division II or Division III to use it. Like, you can't stay at D1. I was like, what? This is crazy.
And that mindset probably was like, all right, like, do I even want to, right? Do I even want to keep going, or do I want to commit corporate in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just go.
I was weighing everything. Like, at the time when I heard about it, I was like, I'm just going to get a job. Like, what is, like, I grinded through JUCO. I finally got to the Power 4 level. I was playing at my dream school. Why do I want to take another step back and go play D2? There was only one D2 in the country I was willing to go to, and it wasn't an ego thing. It was just like an experience-wise thing, right? And I was at the point in my life where I just wanted to have one more good experience playing ball, and it was University of Tampa. obviously
Great school.
Great school. Like
Love that place, dude.
they're unbelievable at baseball. Like it's obviously in Tampa, Florida, beautiful spot, and we won a national championship.
Yeah.
We go 55-9 or something. We run the table, and it's like, wow, this is unbelievable.
I mean, 55-9, dude.
Yeah,
it's great.
It was crazy. I mean, good program. End of the year, I've got a job lined up, commercial insurance job.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go, right? Like my girlfriend and I, like, we're ready to move on. She is already in the workforce. She wants me to move on. Like, let's get it going.
Yeah.
So I'm about to start my job, right? And I get a call in July from somebody, and it says, hey, man, you're not going to believe this. You've already played 5 years of college baseball, but because of Diego Pavia, the quarterback at Vanderbilt, he sued the NCAA because he felt like he should have another year of extra year of eligibility at the D1 level.
I was going to ask you about that Pavia thing. So, like, that was huge, just a huge transition point for you, because at that point in time, your mindset is, all right, like, you got to wrap it. You won a national championship.
Yeah.
Right? You won a national championship. You did what you needed to do. I mean, ultimately, you're big, like all of our dreams are, go play pro ball, go, make the show, right? But, I mean, at that point in time, you get that call, Pavia gets the win, and now you're like, all right, like, what's next? Right?
I know. I'm like, like in my own small little world, right? Like, we're obviously not the best players in the world, but like, like in our little world of baseball, like me getting to battle through JUCO adversity, we got to Division I Power 4, and then I was blessed enough to win a national championship at the Division II level. I was like, okay, I think I'm good. Let me ride off. Been through it. Let me ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
And then there's one school in my mind. I'm like, man, my dad played baseball at Penn State. The head coach there now, he's completely changed the culture. Coach Gambino and staff, right? Like Pat Kraft and Vinny James and the entire athletic department, they've made a huge investment into baseball and the entire athletic facilities, everything that we have now. I was like, this is like too hard to turn down. So I get a call from Coach Gambino in July. He's like, listen, man, and this
July.
This is July.
Think about this. All right, July, right?
Yeah.
Recruitment process for guys that are going to play this year, impact transfers, start 2 years ago, a year ago.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the late commits like this are unheard of.
Yeah, it's probably middle of July. Yeah. I just threw my name into the portal just in case. I was like, maybe something will open up with Penn State. Hopefully it'll work. He calls me. And he's like, look, man, and this always will live with me. He's like, you can sell insurance for the rest of your life. You can go get a job the rest of your life. You will never get your eligibility back, and you'll never get this opportunity to play at your parents' alma mater, a place that means so much to me. Like, you grew up here, and now finally the baseball program is real. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I love Bino, bro.
I
love Bino.
It's right.
He's a businessman, but
at
the same time, he knows ultimately priorities.
He does,
and you love it, bro.
Yeah, he knows his players, right? Yeah. Like, you've been here longer than me. Like, tell me what it was like from going from California baseball. You're playing out in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, playing out in Hawaii.
And then you're going to a junior college in California, and then you're like, you know what? I want to switch it up. You did the opposite of me. I went from East Coast to West Coast. You went from West Coast to East Coast. What's that like from California to State College, Pennsylvania? Tell the listeners.
Yeah, so like I think that the main thing that you're worried about coming here is like culture and weather, right? So you got the weather and you got the culture, right? And I was told, your velo is going to drop, your game's going to slow down, you're not going to be ready for the cold, right? And then you also get told, oh, those East Coast cats, they're assholes, or, they got an attitude or whatever it is, But for me, I mean, I rolled into the culture and I embraced it, like understanding that you're not an East Coast cat, right? You're not from this area.
Yeah,
so
you gotta be yourself.
Right? You gotta be, California kid in a sense.
Cali kid.
A Cali kid, as you would say. But I think that.
And you've done that. You've done that for sure.
I mean, you stay in your own ways, but ultimately, like, just building culture and building, a foundation with the guys and whatnot. Because our locker room, dude,
it's strong.
It's unbeatable. I mean, you get a whole bunch of guys that transfer into the same school. You get a new coach, right? Pretty much a whole new roster in a sense of a flip of a 3-year span, right? And to be able to build a brotherhood that I'll have for the rest of my life, and be able to reach out to you guys and whatnot. So I'd say the difference isn't much, but the main I don't know, like the main difference is, I don't know, maybe just like the head coach and how he treats his players and whatnot, because West Coast coaches are kind of just like, all right,
different,
hard mouth ball.
So talk about Penn State, right? Like they've completely changed the culture here in the last 3 years since Coach Gambino's come in, and I think all the fans want to know, like, what's it like? Second most wins in program history last year, right? They're raising the bar, so this is year 3 under the Gambino era. We're all his guys now, right? High school recruits and JUCO guys or D1 portal guys, right? So talk about what you've seen from day one, because we've both been other places. I think the culture here is really strong, right? They have a certain type of kid.
Yeah, it's all about the culture. So like I said before, I mean, Bino has preached from day one that he wants to build a brotherhood and a culture that has a standard of excellence, right? So everybody wants to be perfect, right? There's no such thing as being a perfect player, perfect person, or just in general doing everything perfect. But he chases perfection. He chases execution, right? So it's just building that standard with the last guys that were here. You know, the guys that graduated last year, you know, Joey Jakonski, he's one of the main leaders of last year's squad. Paxton Kling coming in here and just absolutely tearing up the field. So I think that with those guys in the same locker room as, you know, younger guys who are, you know, are getting brought up through this program and, you know, development program and whatnot, I think that, you know, is just raising a standard that's
for sure.
That's just hasn't Penn State baseball has never seen before. So
for sure.
You see these, you know, you see us break a record or whatnot, you know, most wins in a season. That record won't be there for long, right? It's just going to go up. The stock of Penn State baseball's
no doubt
skyrocketing.
Yeah, I mean, there's things happening within the program right now that have never happened before. Like, you may not understand because you're from the West Coast and they brought you in. Like, players like you weren't coming here back in the day. Like, we're talking like as recently as 5 years ago and 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, the talent on this roster is real now. Like, from top to bottom, it's real. What have you seen in just from compared to last year to this year and what they got in the portal, what they got in their high school players? I mean, you're talking about dudes like Bryce Molinaro who got drafted and he's deciding to come back to Penn State to play baseball. That stuff didn't happen. You know what I mean? Or like
it didn't.
Young freshman
really
pitcher
didn't.
turning down draft money, a pretty good chunk of money, Isaiah Shader, right, to come to Penn State. Like, just hit on that, the type of talent we have, how deep the roster is, and from last year to this year, that jump that we've made already that you think.
I mean, I think it's extraordinary, right? There's a lot of guys that would say, oh, it's too early to tell, right?
Yeah,
too early, right? Fall. Everybody's trying to figure each other out, you know. Nobody's trying to step on each other's toes, but I think that, I know that our position guys are way more in sync with each other, right? There's a lot of competition this year, Kev. You know it, right? You know it. Like, you go through it every day, right? We're deep. We're
too deep at each spot.
I mean, too deep everywhere. 3 deep some places, right? I mean, we got a freshman phenom. Yak, right?
You're gonna be a good player.
Impressive.
Yeah, you're gonna be a
real good player, right?
Came
out in the fall. You know, everybody's trying to figure him out, whatnot, and we heard some good things about him, but ended up coming out and playing, right? And then you got Vossi who comes in last year and hits a game-changing home run for us to go to the semifinals of our playoff. So I think that with all the impact transfers that we have, with the staff and the arms that we kept and we're bringing in, with Molly staying, Bryce Monelli staying, it's
a good roster.
I don't want to, it's a good, I don't want to say, oh, Molly's gonna hit 4, or Preston's gonna be a day one starter. Yeah. Because we're too early, right?
So, we gotta go earn it, right? Every guy.
But I'm pretty sure with the arms that we have and the depth that we have in the infield and the outfield, it's gonna be
for sure.
a 40-win season with an RPI that's through the roof.
For sure.
From last year.
High expectations for everybody on the team, right?
Yeah.
And I think, we talk about this stuff and how talented the roster is. Every roster across the country is pretty talented, right? Like the players are very good. They're older, they're more mature now, they're more experienced, and that's thanks to the transfer portal. Yeah. I think the thing we have though that you need, and I figured this out last year on our run to a national championship, is you got to be close as a team. Like that locker room has to be close. And people will talk about culture and like building a family. That stuff is real. Yeah. Like if you got dudes in that locker room that like each other and want to hang out and off the field like to do stuff or just like to play ping pong, whatever, go watch a movie together, go hit the town together, like that stuff matters. You know what I mean? And that's how you build a family like culture. And I think we have that right now, right? Would you say?
Yeah, I would say we have it. I mean, last year, like I said, building that brotherhood and whatnot was a little bit of struggle just because you got a whole bunch of impact transfers. Yeah, everybody's transferred, right? We had 17 transfers and 11 freshmen. Yeah. And maybe 7, 8 returners from last year's squad. This year we got 17 returners and 17 new guys.
So you returners are helping us.
And and that's how it is, right? That's how it should be, right? So, and obviously, you're one of those guys that come in and, have a big presence. You got everybody wants to gravitate to you because, you're a cool dude, bro. Like,
What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to State Media. I just want to let you guys know this is all made possible because of Family Clothesline. The crew down there does a great job, super supportive, and we can't thank them enough for their partnership. Make sure when you guys are in town, check them out. Got the best gear, freshest stuff, always up to date, super creative. And again, thank you for tuning in.
Let's do it. Let's switch gears a little bit. All right. So, like, everyone likes to talk about the program and everything going on, but this podcast, we're trying to make it fun, right? We want to get to know each other a little bit. We're gonna have a bunch of guests on here as well, but in the meantime, let's talk about some sports going on around the country, right? What do you got on the MLB playoffs? Where we're at right now, we're in the ALCS, NLCS.
Yeah,
who are you liking?
Come from the West Coast. I'm not a Dodgers fan. I'm not a Dodgers fan. I'm a Giants fan, so we do not like the Dodgers, right? Yeah. But watching those guys play is different, right? So they're electric. You got Ohtani, Babe Ruth in a sense, right?
Best player ever, man.
We've talked about it. Apparently he only hits off the tee. He doesn't even
That's
take
crazy
BP,
to me, man.
And he just does what he does. But that's for another time, right?
Yeah.
So I think that with the Yankees and the Phillies being out of the playoff, to be an East Coast cat and to be an East Coast fan for those Philly fans.
Tough for us.
It's tough sledding right now.
It's tough for our Pennsylvania people.
I'm feeling for you guys.
If we're gonna go even deeper, it's been a tough week for Pennsylvania people, right? With really a month, I'd say. Phillies getting knocked out, Eagles losing to the Giants, and Penn State football just. It is what it is. It's tough. We're kind of used to it, right? But at the same time, there's a lot of Philly people around here. There's a lot of Philly fans. We're split because we're in State College, right? You can go either way. You can go Pittsburgh. You can go Philly. Some of my family is like Pittsburgh. Some of my family's Philly. So it's all split.
And if you can't really get away from it right now, right?
You can't.
Because you got the Birds, who just lost to Jackson Dart. You got Philly, who's just got knocked out. You got Yanks, who just got knocked out. You got Penn State football, who's 3-3 coming into the season. We love it. You got a lot of pride for Penn State football, no doubt. And we go to the games all the time. But
we want them to win.
Everybody wants to win.
This place runs on football.
It runs on football, but they reflect on us as well.
Oh, they sure do.
And that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a tough week, but ultimately, let's just roll into the Yankees game, right? Yankees playoff with the Blue Jays, right? So
what do you got?
I think
Yankees getting knocked out.
Yankees getting knocked out, right? So I'm a bullpen guy, right? So I think the bullpen depth is brutal.
For the Yankees?
For the Yanks, right? I think the bullpen depth is brutal. Obviously you get some mental errors here and there, a little sloppy play that ultimately turns into bigger innings, bigger runs, whatnot, right? So it's tough playing against Vladdy in playoffs.
He was raking.
It's tough. I'm sorry. When you got a guy like that, Ohtani didn't really do as much as he should have, right? So, and then Vladdy, on the other hand, is just going to be like, all right,
But, right, Aaron Judge, one of the best hitters of our generation, probably of all time. People were saying, well, he doesn't show up in the playoffs. Well, he showed up for the Yankees in the playoffs this year. He hits a bomb off the foul pole to put him ahead, right?
Yeah, he did.
I think in the 8th or 9th inning, something like that. He showed up, so the Yankees fans can't blame that. It's like they get there every year. They just can't get over the hump right now.
They get so close.
It's crazy. But they're a spoiled franchise. They got 27 championships. I think they're all right.
Their payroll's insane, but.
So what, you think Toronto just had more firepower, or the Yankees underperformed? Because you look at the roster, the Yankees look pretty stacked.
I think the Yankees have. You look at any roster, right? Talent-wise, talent's going to get you. It's going to get you someplace. It's not going to get you everywhere, right? So, I think
they're
that
all talented, though.
The thing that won that series for the Blue Jays is the depth in their bullpen.
No doubt.
So
let's
roll into Let's roll into the Phillies game and the Dodgers, and being from LA and being from Pennsylvania.
Yep, Phillies fan.
What do you got?
That was tough, man. I just want to see Bryce. So growing up, Bryce Harper was my favorite player. He was the prodigy, right? He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and he is Philly. He represents Philadelphia. It's tough because I want to see him get a championship so bad. I want to see him get that World Series.
I want to see the Phillies win.
He's going to get one, I think. Yeah. He's not too old yet, but, like, man, they're getting so close. And then every year it's like something like this happens. And Red October is a real thing. Like, we're spoiled, right? The Ryan Howard days and the Jimmy Rollins days. We've had our time. But, man, I feel for him. It was extra innings, right? And everyone's going to blame Orion Kirkgreen. I know we're going to hit on it, but, like, as a pitcher, that's tough. Explain to the people what that's like, because I don't think those who don't play baseball, like, I don't think they truly understand the pressure you feel, like, in those moments. Like, the moment literally gets too big. And whether you're a big leaguer or a guy playing in college baseball or high school baseball, like, explain that. Yeah. Like, what are you feeling right there on a comebacker?
I mean, I feel for him.
It's probably happened to you once before, right?
Something take it back. I'll take it back to, UCLA, for example. You were playing UCLA, top-ranked team in the nation last year. We're up by 1 going into the 9th. It was a closer last year. At their place. Hometown family's
Jackie
there.
Robinson
Friends
Stadium.
are there. Jackie Robinson Stadium, right? Beautiful place, right?
Sweet, yeah.
And before going in, I hadn't known this at the time, but apparently when it gets real late at night, the front grass, like the front, it gets super wet, right?
I played out there,
Slippery's.
It gets dewy. It's crazy.
Very dewy,
and the lights are not good. It gets dim.
Yeah, so down by 1. For get the first guy out, throwing pretty hard at the time, right? So I was feeling 100%, ready to go, right? Threw a fastball away to a lefty. He hits a 1-on-1 line drive off my hip. Falls probably 5 feet away from me. Dead ball.
Similar play.
Ready to go,
what we're
right?
talking about.
Grab it, throw it to first. That's all I need to do. Grab it, throw it to first. Beat a top-ranked team. Do what you need to do. Go down to pick up the ball. Slip on my knees. Throw it to right field.
Oh.
Right?
It's the worst
feeling. Man on second. We end up losing the game.
Yeah. Is that Friday night?
Yeah, that was Friday night.
Oh, it's the worst feeling.
So, and, in front of the family and whatnot. But at the same time, for the Phils and in that situation, I feel it.
Yeah,
I do too. I feel you also got 70,000 people screaming at you.
Yeah, it gets loud, right?
You got 70,000 people screaming at you saying 1, 1, 1, and your catcher's saying 1. Everybody's saying 1.
But you can't hear it.
And you can't hear it.
And we won't know. Like, we don't play in front of 70,000 people.
Won't,
but even on a small, like you guys played in Omaha last year in the Big Ten tournament. What were there, 10,000 Nebraska fans there?
10,000, 15,000, yeah. No.
I remember one year we played at Globe Life Field down in Texas. We're playing Texas A&M. It's a neutral site game. Those fans are crazy. They played 13K in that stadium. It was so loud. They got some of the best chirps you can ever think of. Like, the fans are into the game. So it's a component of the moment gets too big. It's a real thing. Like, all the fans, right, the Philly fans, blame it all on that one play. But what they don't understand is, like, it really isn't that one play. There were so many different moments in the game before that. The Phillies had chances, right? The inning before that, Harrison Bader puts up a great at bat and unfortunately strikes out. But like, I think there's a runner on second or third at that point. If he just gets him in, Phillies,
does a job, right?
Does a job. They take the lead. So it's never that one play. But as a fan, you're heated about it. So we kind of wrapped up MLB right there. We kind of hit both our teams.
Yeah.
We hit the Phillies, hit the Yankees, hit the Dodgers.
To NFL.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Let's transition to the NFL a little bit.
It's a pretty sweet time to be.
I think
an NFL fan
I was never a big fan of NFL football, to be honest. But I've gravitated more towards it. Maybe just because now the Eagles are better. They got Saquon. They're loaded. They won the Super Bowl last year. Obviously, people know that. So it's more fun to watch. But I think the brand of football with these young guys coming through, like Jackson Dart, Cam Scattaboo, Malik Neighbors, a dude for the Giants.
I mean, Travis Hunter, all these guys.
You're talking about some real stars. And, like, when you're invested into college football and then you see these guys get drafted in the NFL, it gauges your interest.
Yeah, face the name, right?
Yeah,
so you gotta
it's
love
fun.
it.
And I think the games are really good. I don't think they're rigged anymore. I used to think they were rigged. I don't know about you.
I love college ball. I love college football more than I love NFL. I'll tell you that, and I'll live by that, right? Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what you got on check, Bill Belichick, and what's going on with that. Because I've heard a lot of different mixed emotions about it, but I got to see what you got.
Yeah, I'm not like in the room when those decisions are made, but like when they hired him, I was like, oof, I don't know if this is going to work out. Like in today's world of NIL and boosters and donors making decisions,
it looks good.
It looks good. It's different. It looks great to the recruits and everything. Yeah. But you still like, there's an element of like the X's and O's, the locker room stuff, the culture you're building. Like that stuff is real, and clearly they're lacking on that. And the college game is different for him than what it was like at the Patriots where he had Tom Brady. So it's clearly just not working out, right?
You got the go.
But when I heard about that hiring, I was like, man, I heard the donors made the decision. It wasn't even like the athletic directors and stuff.
They're like, we got check. He's,
he's a goat, one of the goats. Let's go get him. Yeah. I mean, you look, though, like, think about Nick Saban, greatest college football coach of all time, maybe behind Joe Paterno. I mean, I'm biased, but he's a really, Nick Saban, great coach. Goes to the NFL, and it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
He did not do well in the NFL. So he had to go right back to college, right? So it's a different jump. I mean, think about college baseball compared to MLB. I'm sure it's way different. Just managing those guys, and they're making big time money in the MLB. A lot of pressure.
You got to come through, right?
You got to come through. So I think that UNC Bill Belichick era is probably over. And in today's world, they don't, with boosters and everything, and these donors putting a lot of money into it, they don't have time to wait around.
No,
there's no time to, like, you got to win now. There's no, we'll give you 3 to 4 years, get your guys in here, because with the portal, you can get guys in here like that.
3 losses away.
We just talked about that. You're 3 losses away.
3 losses away.
How crazy is that? So
how much pressure?
So much.
It's brutal, right? And as a head coach, I mean, I couldn't imagine what Franklin's thinking right now. I mean, that guy's done wonders to this program, right?
Yeah.
Took the program at a spot where it wasn't looking up, trending downwards, right?
He definitely took us out of some dark times.
Yeah, no, and he came out and 2016, won a Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, won the Big Ten championship in 2016. Like a bunch of New Year's Six bowls, all that stuff. Yeah. But as you know, like with Pat Kraft and the fan base you have here, you got to win them all. You got to win them all. The expectations are sky high, and there's. People talk about blue blood programs. Penn State is one of those.
Absolutely.
There's a very small amount of them, and there's just really no room for error. Like our coaches say it all the time over at baseball. They're like, "Hey, kid, they're not paying us to have a vacation here.
No.
Like they're paying us to win. Like that is the new era of Penn State athletics, and whether you like it or not, that's where we're at. Like Pat Kraft wants to win, the fan base wants to win.
Everybody wants to win.
Believe me, we want to win too. Like we're not just here for a great time. Like we want to win something. That's the only way you really get remembered. So the standard's been raised here, no doubt. But how about this? Indiana football. They're nasty.
They're gross.
And I don't think...
To take down Oregon?
Yeah, they took down Oregon.
Take down Oregon and handle them with what, like they did, with ease.
It's crazy. I don't think people understand how good of a coach that is at Indiana and the program he has. He came from James Madison. I don't know if you even know where that is.
Yeah, one of my buddies plays there.
Yeah.
And he loved them.
Yeah. James Madison was an FCS school, and he dominated there. Like, he went from IUP, which is, I believe, a Division II, to James Madison, crushed it at both places. Yeah. Then he gets the job at Indiana. They take a shot in the dark. They're like, let's hire this guy from a small FCS school. Let's see how he does.
Dynamic offense.
It's unbelievable. He's not recruiting 5 stars. He's not recruiting a bunch of 4 stars. Like, these are just gritty dudes.
Gritty dudes know how to work.
That respect their coach, know how to get motivated, play their hearts out for him. I mean, they're a real team. They could win the national championship this year.
Yeah,
they really could. I don't know if they play Ohio State this year. I know they come into town and play Penn State, right?
Yeah.
So we get them, I think, November 8th. But that's crazy.
They got to pull through.
They're the most impressive team to me this year in college football.
Yeah,
by far.
I think that if I were to pick a team to win it all this year, I got Ohio State.
Ohio State.
I got Ohio State. That's just because Big Ten balls. It's great.
It's better than SEC.
It's better than SEC. I think it is.
That,
Penn State with what they did this year.
Last
few years.
Who's the last 2 national champions? I hate to say it, but Michigan and Ohio State. Where are they from? The Big Ten.
Big Ten, baby.
We thought Penn State was going to three-peat that and get it this year, but clearly that's not what they had in store.
That was not
what we had in store.
Yeah,
but
we're still rolling. We got next year.
Yeah, we got next year.
Yeah, we got next year.
This guy's not falling here. Penn State was what it was before Coach Franklin, and he obviously elevated the program, and it'll be a great program going forward as well. Not completely finalized yet, right? Our compliance officer told us that.
Yeah,
it's not finalized until November.
Yeah.
What do you got on D1 athletes or college athletes now being allowed to bet on professional sports? Pending, but it's probably going to happen.
Keyword professional sports, right? Keyword professional sports.
NFL, MLB,
right?
NBA, all that stuff.
Obviously, you're not going to be allowed to bet on college sports.
No,
but
that'd be bad.
with the NFL and the MLB and whatever goes on in all other pro sports, I think that I don't think it's a good idea. Like, personally, I don't think it's a good idea. I think that I think that there's going to be a lot of like medium area, like a lot of gray area in between there, and some lawsuits are going to go through, some complaints are going to go through, and somebody along the line is going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to lose your eligibility.
No doubt.
Somebody's going to ruin their career over this because I don't know, whoever on the board decided, hey, like these guys are allowed to put down some money on a Tuesday night football game.
Yeah.
But
it's already. I mean, the hard part with this is like I don't think a lot of people realize that college athletes share the same agents sometimes as these professional athletes. So like in baseball, if you got a kid that's going to be a first-round pick, right?
Yeah.
Let's say it's Scott Boras. Everyone kind of knows that name.
Scott Boras, Paxton Clint's agent. Right?
Yeah, Paxton Clint's agent. He represents Bryce Harper. Yep. Well, what if, I mean, Scott Boras would never, we're not insinuating that he would ever do anything, but what if one of these agents is like, hey, guess what? Harper's not playing tonight. He's got a lower leg injury. Or hey, guess what? Tomorrow he's out of the lineup. You know what I mean? Like
not really
family
saying,
issues.
And
nobody else knows about it except for that kid. That kid puts a bet on Harper being out of the game, cashes in a ton of money. Dude, somebody's gonna be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like someone's gonna find a loophole to this, and we know agents are not the most respectful people. So like honorable
they're
people.
In it for themselves.
They're in it for themselves. So like they will do what they have to do. I don't know if they'd risk their career for it, but I can see this getting pretty ugly with some athletes betting on pro.
Absolutely.
But that's the world we're in. So
while we're at it, let's get some picks, right?
Yeah,
let's get some picks and let's get some score predictions.
What is it? Is it week 8 college football? I think so.
Week 8.
Should be week 8. Week 8.
Right. So we got all right, Kev. Penn State, Iowa.
Oh. Penn State. I think they're gonna be motivated. Iowa's a tough place to play. Like I've seen it.
Yeah.
Those night games. I've never been there, but I see them on TV a lot. That is a tough place to play, Kinnick Stadium. And for whatever reason, Iowa just plays us tough. But they win. Like we've won there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have. And
hopefully
we win there. That's how it is. We win there.
Hopefully the boys are motivated to go out there and get it and right their wrongs here going forward. And I think they will. They've got so much talent, and a new message maybe gets in there, and they're motivated to go. So. I got Penn State. What do you got?
I got Penn State as well.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 Penn State picks.
Okay.
We got a score prediction of...
Ooh, low scoring out there. I mean, it's going to be like a 24-17 game.
24-17.
Yeah, at the most. I mean, I don't see many.
So we got a 24-17 Penn State 2 pick, and I see Penn State putting up 52. And Iowa.
52. Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna come out swinging.
You believe in Gronk?
Yeah, I believe.
I like it.
I believe them. They're gonna come out swinging. They're gonna come out. I mean, there was a post game meeting where they're talking about the backup quarterback and if he was gonna be prepared for it.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
he'll be ready.
I mean, yeah.
The thing about
what they got to do,
guys like that, like they're competitors. Like, he didn't just get into big time college football to be like, let me just watch Drew Allard take the reins. Like that kid wants to play,
and he was a baller in high school.
Yeah,
right?
He's a baller. Like he's top 150 recruit. Like he's gonna get his chance now.
Yeah.
And I promise you, he'll be ready. And he just hopefully just goes and lets it sling. Like we go through the same thing. Dude. You do all this preparation, like all the plays, like all that good stuff. But when it comes time to go compete, you just gotta let it fly.
Yeah.
So hopefully, it just goes and lets it fly.
So we got 24-17 and 52-32.
52. Oh, okay. Put that one on.
Watch that.
That's crazy.
Watch me.
52 points. All right.
Yeah,
Next game.
I see him.
This is a good game here.
Yeah.
Ole Miss versus Georgia.
All right.
At Georgia, right? So tough place to play. Lane Kiffin's offense.
Give me Ole Miss. Give me Ole Miss. Give me Ole Miss. I'm a Dart fan. I'm a big time Dart fan, actually.
I hope Ole Miss still is riding with this quarterback. I can't pronounce his name, but the D2 transfer.
Yeah.
That kid's slinging it. I think he came in because the starter got injured or whatever, but. Dude, I'm all for like the lower level guys coming in D1, gritty, and just like letting it rip. So honestly, Ole Miss's offense, I think Georgia's already dropped a game this year. They should have lost to Auburn last weekend.
Yeah,
if you saw, I don't know if you saw that game. The officiating was crazy in it.
Ridiculous.
So yeah, I'm with you. I got Ole Miss, but I'm gonna go high scoring game here, like 38-31. Ole Miss, high scoring. No 50 points here. 38 is my highest score.
All right. Ole Miss slings the rock. Ole Miss slings the rock.
Yeah, they sling it. They score.
I'm going 42. I'm going 42-37.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
We both got Ole Miss. All right, let's see here.
Miss, all right.
Let's see how well you know your ball. Next game, my alma mater. Don't make fun of me. I got a couple alma maters. I'll be a Penn Stater at the end of all this. I'm a true Penn Stater at heart. But Texas Tech, I think they're number 7 in the country, rolling into unranked Arizona State, Tempe, Arizona. Pretty good atmosphere. Who do you got?
I mean, it's a great night for an upset, right? It's a great night for an upset.
I think it is a night game too.
Yeah.
You doing it?
I go Arizona State.
Wow.
I go State. I'll throw them up. Forks up, right? Forks up.
Yeah. No, we are here now. We
are. We are.
Kenny Dillingham's a really good coach. I was around him just a little bit out there, and his energy's crazy, the head coach for ASU. So I wouldn't be surprised. He'll definitely have his guys ready to play. But Texas Tech's rolling this year. I mean,
they are rolling.
This is the thing about the NIL era.
Tell me.
Their roster is completely different this year because their top donor, he's a multi-billionaire. He's a big oil guy down in Texas. And as we know, the money's in the oil down in, like, those guys have so much money.
I mean, you look at Live Golf right now.
Yeah, and he said, the one thing I want is a national championship at Texas Tech. So he went out and spent an absurd amount of money on this roster and brought in a bunch of dudes, and they're rolling. And
they're 6-0, 5-0.
That's the world we live in. You just need a billionaire to support your program. So I got Texas Tech. I think it'll be Big 12 matchups. There's not a ton of defense. I got Texas Tech winning 34-24. I think they'll beat them by 10 points.
34-24.
Yep, 34-24.
I got 24-21 Arizona State.
All right, I like that.
On a winning field goal.
Good.
That's 52 plus.
Yeah. Winning 52 plus winning field goal. Okay. Walk-off field goal.
Sweet.
Dang. All right, I like that.
At home.
All right.
Night game, warm. It's going to be like 80 degrees.
Yep. We got 2 more games to go here.
All right, let's see it. I'm here.
These are good ones. Tennessee versus Alabama. They're going into Bama. This is a rivalry game.
It's a rivalry game. SEC ball. I mean, Southern hatred is real, right?
They don't like each other.
Yeah. But I got Bama, even though they should have lost last week. But I got Bama.
I'm with you. I haven't watched a ton of Tennessee this year, so I'm with Bama. I think they're rolling. They're just a prime example. Like, lost a tough game week 1, right, against Florida State. They kind of just got their doors kicked in by Florida State. Yeah. And they've just went on a roll ever since then. Like, Kalen DeBoer has completely turned that team around. Everyone was calling for him to get fired, saying, get the heck out of here. Like, bring Nick Saban back. Well, look at him now. I think he's got him top 5 in the country, maybe top 8 in the country again. And
playing good ball.
Yeah, playing good ball. Won a big game last week at Missouri. Yeah. So I think they're rolling. I think they'll be rooting for both. Yeah, I think that Alabama crowd will be into it too. So they'll get a dub at home at night. That's a cool place. I hope Penn State plays there soon. I'd love to see a game down there.
Yeah, Brian Denny. I think they're rolling.
You think they're rolling?
I think they're rolling.
Okay, I could see. I was thinking more like a 31-17 game. So they win by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I got
that crowd's gonna be good.
I think that Bama defense comes through clutch.
Yeah.
And they don't even let up a touchdown. I think it's like 21, 24-3.
Okay, good. Last game. Ready?
Yep.
USC versus Notre Dame in South Bend. This is a rivalry game. And I think this is the last year they're going to play for a while, which is so crazy. But who you got? USC, Notre Dame. I think it's a night game.
Well, I know one of my buddies back at home is going to be mad at me when I say this, but he was a Notre Dame.
You going against the Trojans? Or are you going against?
But I'm going Trojans. I'm going hometown. Not hometown, but California.
Cali kid.
We're going to USC.
Okay.
We're going to USC by 10. No matter what, by 10 spread.
All right. I just don't like Notre Dame for whatever reason. The arrogance and stuff. They're my least favorite team. Never liked them. I don't know. I told you I'm a Penn Stater. Like, in 2006, I think, one of the first whiteouts, Notre Dame came into town. That was one of the first whiteouts?
Really?
First all-stadium whiteouts, yep. Notre Dame came and played Penn State. I believe I was at the game. I don't remember it. I was probably 4 or 5 years old. But, ever since then, I've just never liked them. The gold helmet.
Yeah.
Just different. So, and USC's rolling.
No reason to like them.
No reason. No reason. No reason. So, and USC's rolling. So, I got USC. They had a big win last week against Michigan. I got USC winning pretty big.
Yeah,
that's good.
I like it.
Got our college football in.
Yeah. So, I think that the main thing that we should hit on before we wrap this episode up is sneaky picks in our roster right now. Most underrated player, Kev, from a position player standpoint. Being there at the field 6 hours a day, putting the work in, seeing the boys, how they ball. What we got?
Sneakiest pick for Penn State baseball this year. We got. They're all great players.
Great players.
I got 2.
It's tough.
If we're gonna go 2 young guys, and I don't want this to blow their egos up because they got to keep putting in the work, right? But Preston Yocker and Isaiah Shader, really good talent.
Yes.
The whole freshman class is going to be really good,
They're
right?
Be really good.
It's Coach Gambino's first class. That whole class is going to be great, and we're going to need them all, right? Mm-hmm. We need them all to buy in and give us their best and just gel with us, and which they've done. But those 2 stand out. They got some loud tools for 18-year-olds. Who you got?
I mean, I'd have to say the same. I had to say the same. I mean, you got Shader, right? He's a 18-year-old turned down the draft at 17 years old. Numbers are,
That's a tough decision.
It's a tough decision, right?
Yeah.
But turning down the draft at a young age like that and coming to Penn State in general, right? He's probably got a whole bunch of other offers, and he decides to come here, which says a lot,
In-state kid, too.
Yeah,
That's the key that Penn State needed to do is keep the Pennsylvania boys home, and they're doing it now.
Yeah, Penn State's number one best recruits go to Penn State, right?
Yeah, you got to.
That's how it is.
Best, there's a saying, the best in PA stay in PA. And now they're starting to get them. They're starting to get them, which is awesome.
No doubt. I mean, and then you look at Preston, right? He doesn't play like a freshman.
No, he's confident.
Doesn't play like a freshman. That's what we need to see out of a lot of freshmen.
Yeah.
Right? All the freshmen out there, right? If you're going into college ball, right, and you're trying to make a roster, you got to play confident. You got to play like you're not a freshman. Mm-hmm. You got to play like you own it in a sense. You got to own your shit, right? So
no, you're right. You gotta play like you belong.
You got to play.
And that's something, I don't know about you,
right?
but when I first showed up, even at a Florida JUCO, that's something I struggle with is I'm good enough to be here, let it go fly. You get a lot of, college ball changes your mind. You get a lot more thoughts. And that's why coaches talk about he will play because he knows how to slow the game down.
Yeah.
Slow the game down means if you're hitting, just focus on that pitch. Yeah. If it's a 2-2 count, don't get outside yourself, right? If you're playing the field, don't take your bat with you to the field, right? Those little things, and it's cliche, but it matters, right? And so you're saying Yaka does a good job of that from what we've seen so far. And Shader does a good job.
They slow the game.
We'll make sure they keep working, obviously, and those guys will be really talented. I think another dark horse name, Robert Brown. I see it in him, just facing him.
Yeah.
It might be different for pitchers to see in a bullpen, but he's got a funky arm action.
It's funky.
And it tunnels really well. And you see that stuff from an 18-year-old, that usually bodes pretty well.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I'm sure you had
young kids.
Like
they're gonna develop.
They're gonna develop, and they're gonna get better here now. So.
Yeah, I mean, with the facilities that we have, I mean, guys, we'll probably talk about it next episode.
Let's get in that next episode.
Unreal. It's probably one of the funnier things, and then lead our pitcher, freshman, just being able to laugh it off.
Yeah, laugh it off. We haven't brought it up since.
You haven't brought it up since.
You can't crap on him. And here's the thing, that dude, King of JUCO, he's got some serious pop. You throw him a fastball middle in, he will hit it out like we saw. I mean, I think he hit that ball 106, 108, probably 430, 440 feet easily. And people are going to be like, oh, man, this freshman must stink. No, the kid's good. He was throwing 92, 93 miles an hour. The homer he hit, I think, was 93.
Yeah, it was a 93 sinker, probably moved 22 inches of run. But, the guy can hit. Yeah, that practice was fun. That practice was fun, funny. He's cracking jokes here and there. He umped one of our games on a Saturday or Friday or whatnot, and just blew 30 calls.
Yeah, he was horrible.
But, everybody chirped him, had a good time, kept it light on the field.
But it was fun to have him here, and that's kind of we talk about culture. That's what they're trying to create here. They're trying to put eyes on the program, and it's not that they're trying to be loosey goosey with it, but you got to get some viewership. You got to get some attention.
Especially what we got at the field right now. I mean, you got a brand new locker room. You got a brand new nutrition station. You got a brand new training room. You got
brand new cages.
Suites all the way around our field. You got brand new cages. You got new bullpens. You got the best playing surface on the planet of the earth. That's right now.
10.
I mean,
it's definitely
100%, right?
I don't think people really understand our facilities. You've been fortunate enough too. I've been around the country a little bit. I've seen the West Coast. I've seen a couple SEC spots, definitely ACC spots. Our facilities are elite. They're elite. So we're very lucky what we have at Medler. But him coming to town was awesome. That was a good time. I golfed with him. We played 9 holes. That video is going to come out pretty soon. I think next week. And the vlog of him hitting with the boys and everything he did in the locker room. So that'll be pretty sweet.
Especially with D-Storm coming in and getting videos and whatnot and trying to get us promoted.
So last thing I want to ask you, right?
Yeah.
If you had to swap sports with another athlete for a day, who would it be and why would you do it? It could be on Penn State. It could be in the big leagues, whoever. You got a football background, right?
Yeah, I got a football background.
I'm expecting you to go football here.
Yeah. I'd say 2022 Brock Purdy. Or 2024 Brock Purdy or whatever it was. When Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
And takes the Niners to the Super Bowl.
7th round pick.
Yeah. I mean, golly, talk about a storyline, right? I mean, just to be, playing a game.
So you just keep going. You just got to keep going. Right?
So I'd say Brock Purdy. What about you?
All right, I'm not trying to glaze here. Truly, this guy is just
I feel like I know
I grew up watching him. No, I'm not saying Bryce Harper.
Okay.
He's a Penn Stater, probably the best athlete I'll ever see in my lifetime, Saquon Barkley. Like, I watched him play here, all of his games here in person, and he was just different. Like, I don't think there'll ever be anybody like him again. Obviously, second overall pick in the draft, and you saw what he's done. I think he was an MVP in NFL, and he's on the cover of Madden.
He's unreal.
Won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. Like, that's an easy pick for me.
Somebody backwards.
Yeah, if I could change for one day, I'd go play football. And I'd like to be Saquon just for one day.
I'll second pick it for me. Or Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler.
You're a golf guy.
Golf guy, right?
We got to get out there.
Scheffler
We got to golf
yeah,
again soon.
yeah.
We'll get out the top trees.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys for listening. This is coming from Penn State Baseball and the Clubhouse. It was a great night. And Kev, always good talking
Appreciate
to you.
it. Thank you, Family Clothesline. Like we said, we're going to be doing this every week, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to get some content out to you guys. We're going to have guests on the show, some people that you want to hear from, and some cool stories to tell as well. So we're pumped to do it.
Yep.
The Clubhouse with Penn State Baseball, and shout out to Family Clothesline. We are.